So what we've done for many, many years is use network analysis to map especially two kinds of trust in organizations. So the first is competence-based trust. People that trust that other people know enough of what they're doing that they would put their project in their hands. They would ask their advice, they would listen to them and believe in their capability. And the second is benevolence-based trust. So people that believe their colleagues have their interests in mind. And we've done all sorts of modeling of this, and we know that both forms of trust really come into play when you are reaching out, especially to people that you're not very close to, right? People in other areas or other functions or geographies. And that's usually, of course, where innovation happens. It's those bridging ties to other pockets of an organization. So what we've really focused on in that piece of work was the actions that lead to competence-based trust can be very subtle. So you find, for example, the people that get trusted more quickly in networks, they don't come into a situation in a brainstorming session and people are saying, well, we need X, Y, and Z done. And somebody just says, well, I can do that, and expect everybody to trust them. Right? The people that are more effective, they'll come in and say, well, gosh, here's a prototype of what I've done before around this idea. I wonder how it could be used here. And just by virtue of showing that evidence or saying, here's a case experience I've had and saying, how could it be done here? Suddenly the people in that group, they're not looking and saying, gosh, can we trust Rob? Does this person know what they're talking about? They're looking at that thing, the prototype, the experience, whatever it may be, and saying, how does this get used here? Right? So just that slight twist, suddenly they bypass that whole year it may take to develop trust in me. And the same thing with benevolence. We find that people that create benevolence-based trust, they're more likely, for example, to get off task quickly and get a sense of who people are beyond work, what they care about in their work. They just find ways to broaden the conversation. So that's really, very specifically what we see organizations doing. They can use the network analytics to see where is trust breaking down. Right? It may be with certain levels of leadership or across certain functions, and then really focus in on, okay, is it competence-based trust? Is it benevolence-based trust? And just be far more tactical in the behaviors they're trying to build